So it's about 3 hours later, and we have burned a mighty hot fire and just getting ready to clear out the coals. So we have a metal wheelbarrow, and as you can see, there's some pretty hot embers in there, and just going to use a hoe to pull these out. Alright, so we're just going to wet our mop, give it a little bit of a ring, and go into our oven and give it a good wiping. And there's a lot of intense heat right on the brick where we're going to be cooking, so having the mop will take the edge off so that when we do go to put in our pizzas, we won't have black bottoms. So we'll just do a couple more passes with the mop, and then we'll put the door back on and just let that heat kind of soak equally across the oven, and then we'll start cooking. So here's a little test to see if your oven base is of a good temperature. Just take a little bit of flour, so we're just taking a little bit of white flour here, and we're going to throw it on the bottom, and as you can see, it burned right up. It basically combusted, lit on fire. That means that the base is really hot, and if you were to put pizza or bread in there, you'd have charred bases. So what we're going to do is give it a little bit more time. I'll probably give it one more run over with the mop just to take some more of that heat off, but we'll test this again in a few minutes, and hopefully it won't burn. Alright, meet Heather. She's been doing most of the filming today, but she's going to explain to you what we have here to cook in the Cob oven.
Well, we obviously have our bread that we've been making for the last day or so. We have our pizzas, and we have a lovely stew here with some deer from Saskatchewan and a berry pie. So what we have here is a successional cooking plan. The pizzas are great to go in first because they really like the hot temperatures, and that'll take some of the heat off for the bread. And we'll put in the stew at the same time, and then afterwards we'll have the pie. And hopefully that'll equal a really nice meal.
Sounds pretty good. That's lots of food. Alright, so we have our bread here. The oven's ready, so we're just going to pull them out of the broad form, and hopefully they don't stick. But as you can see, beautiful looking loaf of bread. Just going to plonk that on there. And we have one more pizza cooking away, but we're just going to go behind that and throw that loaf down. And we'll do the same with the other two. And the goal is to get these to about 195 degrees on the inside. So depending on how hot your temperature is, I'm expecting these will take about 35 minutes or so. And they'll puff up really quite nicely. And the last one. And they're all in. I'll just give this pizza a little rotation, and we'll come back in a bit. Alright, so we are ending the cook-off, and we've pulled 3 pizzas out of there already. One of the loaves of bread is done, and I think the other 2 are ready. We still have our stew in there, and we have a pie which is cooking. So there's plenty of heat, but here are our loaves, and they look a little bit like footballs, but a lesson, something that we forgot to do. It's ideal to do 3 strikes across the top of the loaf before you put them in the oven. Otherwise they just kind of do whatever they want, and you get these weird shaped loaves, but they'll taste good anyway. We have a little meat thermometer here, so when you plunge those in the middle, they should be about 195 degrees, and I tested them a few minutes ago, so they should be good to go. And soon we'll have our stew and our pie. So that wraps up another installment of Cob Oven Cooking with Dirtcraft Natural Building.
Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon.
Thanks.